Sawubona, 28th April 2020. Yesterday, South Africa celebrated Freedom Day, a day commemorating the great struggle for freedom, honoring those whose determined struggle, waged over generation and generations, liberated all people in South Africa. I'm deeply grateful of their sacrifice, and I sincerely hope that no one ever again has to be sacrificed for the sake of human development. It was a meaningful experience to commemorate Freedom Day while being locked down. All around the world, our personal individual freedom is restricted for the sake of the greater good, as well as in the protection of our own lives. We are experiencing our interconnectedness as humanity, as living beings, as a planetary ecosystem on a much higher level. I, for one, will emerge from this pause with a greater sense of appreciation for all that supports my life and with a deeper sense of community. It has been astonishing to see the clear signs of Mother Earth's recovery as we have all been compelled to walk more gently on the earth. I'm also filled with hope that through these exact circumstances, more and more people are being given voice and platform to globally voice their stories, especially that more voices from Africa are being heard. I also recognize that we are living in what we, as Buddhists, call the latter day of the law, a time of great confusion characterized by falsehood being promoted as truth, when people cannot see through lies and truth is being lost. Now is the time to develop skillful words, compassionate words, persuasive words that can protect, support, and promote the truth. This is a time for a battle of words between truth and falsehood, value creation and destruction. The Buddha was known as an excellent physician whose power to discern the right words, the right message, the right method of healing was exemplary, was excellent. These times call on each of us to tap into our innate wisdom, our potential to be the excellent physicians of our times, to choose the right words of healing that open people's hearts and minds to consider a different approach to life. Let's battle with these spells of the past centuries, spells of delusion, spells of limitation, incantations that blinded us to our greatness, our wholeness, our equality as human beings. We must tap into our highest wisdom and affirm that everything that brought us to this moment can be transformed for the good, that nothing is wasted, and that we have the power within us to transform any situation. Let's intentionally use our words from our highest life state. Today, 28th of April, is a day I view as the day of the liberation of all humankind. When 767 years ago, Nichiren Daishonin first chanted Nam-myoho Renge-kyo and declared the teaching capable of leading all people to enlightenment. Resolutely chanting what we call the Daimoku, every day we are able to open the portal to the eternal life of the universe. We are able to connect to, align with, and expand into the infinite mystic law of the universe. Such is the power of words. In the African context, in the South African context, what better struggle of words than telling stories of hope in the great tradition of storytelling. Stories of overcoming pain, suffering, and trauma. Stories of loving kindness. Stories of deepening connection with our spiritual partners. Stories of how our eyes were opened much wider to inequality and injustice, and of how our hearts grew in compassion. Stories of empowerment. Asikolume. There is great power in telling your story. 2020 is the time for us to find, trust, affirm, and courageously use our true voice. Our true voice is capable of transforming reality, is capable of breaking down walls and can change our destiny and the destiny of Africa and of all humankind. In this shared struggle during the COVID pandemic, may we each unleash the power of our words for the advancement and development of humanity. Ngiyabonga Kakulu. Thank you very much for allowing me to share my words with you. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. With love, Loren.